10 small mammals in the world. Extremely tiny monkey, a pygmy marmoset, clasping the middle finger and thumb of human hand. Though small size may seem like a meager trait, in the biological world, it can come with some significant advantages. Small mammals can occupy ecological niches that are inaccessible to larger animals, and their petite frames make it easier to hide undetected, burrow into minor crevices, or climb upon the flimsiest of branches. The smaller the animal, the cuter it is. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Here's our list of some of the world's smallest mammals. 1. Etruscan shrew. There are many tiny shrews, but this pipsqueak takes the cake as the smallest. The Etruscan shrew is the smallest mammal in the world by mass. On average, it weighs less than 0.14 ounces and has a body length of about 1.57 inches. For such a tiny animal, however, it has a huge appetite. It typically eats about twice its own body weight every day. When there is a food shortage or cold season, the Etruscan shrew can lower their body temperature and enter a state of temporary hibernation. The Etruscan shrew has a very fast heart rate, of up to 1511 beats per minute. 2. Pygmy jerboa. These are tiny mice-like creatures with long legs and long tail. Pygmy jerboas make up the rodent subfamily Cardiochronaeinae and are the smallest rodents in the world. Their bodies start at 1.6 inches long, and they have tails up to 3 inches long. For their size, these minuscule mammals sure can jump. Jerboas have kangaroo-like legs that allow them to leap distances far exceeding their body lengths. An adaptation that helps them move quickly over the vast arid deserts in northern Africa and Asia that they call home. Their long tails also offer stability. They live in the desert, so they eat roots of dead plant that survive short-range duration. 3. Mouse lemurs. These adorable creatures are the world's smallest primates, measuring up to 11 inches in length including their tails. The smallest species is the madam bird's mouse lemur, which measures just about 3.62 inches in length and weighs only about an ounce. These softball-sized omnivores eat alone and mostly dine on honeydew, a sugary byproduct of insect digestion. However, despite spending their foraging time alone, they do sleep with other mouse lemurs about half the time.
This is the largest colony of mouse lemurs in the world.
And so they're just really amazing animals to work with because they're very easy and they're also very, very cute.
Yeah, they're cute, but the thing that shocked Anthony the most is their super strength. And knowing why can tell us a lot about ourselves.
So we humans as primates are very interested in our own evolution to understand where we're coming from, why we don't have claws on our hands, why we have nails. And all these traits basically trace back to the origin of primates. And when we look in the fossil record, we see that the earliest primates were really small animals, about the size of a mouse lemur.
Our wee lemur-like ancestors lived in trees. All that hanging out in branches may be why our hands look the way they do today.
And so what's really interesting for us is these prehensile hands, the lack of claws on the fingers, arboreal locomotion, and how these have shaped basically the evolution of all primates through our whole history.
4. Least weasel. This fastidious, wise little weasel is the smallest species of the carnivore order, making it the tiniest true carnivore in the world. North American least weasel males only reach 7 inches, and the females grow to 5 inches. It weighs less than 1.5 ounces. It might be hard to imagine something so small being such a cunning hunter, but the lesser weasel is the worst nightmare of any small rodent it encounters. They exhibit a much bigger, more ferocious personality than their small size might suggest. 5. Mountain pygmy possum. Ranging in length between 2 and 4 inches and often weighing barely over 0.35 ounces, these mini-marsupials are found hanging upside down in trees in Australia and New Guinea. International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) lists one species, besides mountain pygmy possum, as critically endangered. This species has a limited habitat in the alpine areas of Australia. Ski resorts, road construction, and extensive bushfires have led to habitat destruction. The migratory bogong moth makes up a significant portion of their diet and carries arsenic from pesticides in breeding grounds to the mountain. Scientists believe this is one factor leading to the decreasing population. 6. African pygmy mouse. Mice are known for their small size, but the African pygmy mouse takes the trait to the extreme. Measuring 1.2 to 3.1 inches in length and weighing as little as 0.11 ounces, it is the world's smallest mouse. It also has unique triangular ears. It is so petite that it typically stays hydrated by licking dew off tiny pebbles that it cleverly stacks in front of its burrow. They live in colonies or in pairs and inhabitants of grassy areas with water sources nearby. Some people keep these elfin mice as entertaining pets. Owners must remain hands-off with them though, as they are incredibly fragile. 7. Pygmy marmoset. These are orange-brown with black-brown strips. They are monogamous in nature. They have only one mate at a time. Both male and female mates have long-lasting relationships. Occasionally referred to as the pocket monkey because they can easily fit into your breast pocket. These adorable, curious animals native to the Amazon rainforest are the world's smallest monkeys. These tiny monkeys live quite longer as compared to their weight. Their lifespan is 12 years in the wild and 16 years in captivity. It's hard to imagine a monkey getting any smaller. Pygmy marmosets rarely exhibit a length greater than about 5.35 inches and typically weigh 4.2 ounces. They are gumnivorous. Yeah, that's unique. They use their sharp teeth and nails to gouge holes in trees and eat the sap, gums, and resins in tree barks. Sometimes they consume insects. Lives in families called troops of 5 to 9 members and can rotate their heads for 180 degrees. I guess this is for maximum self-protection against predators, birds of prey, cats and snakes. Evolutionary biologists from the University of Salford released a study in February 2018 announcing the pygmy marmoset are actually two different species. One that lives in the North Amazon River area and the other in the south. 8. Long-tailed planigle. These miniatures live in black soil plains, clay-soiled woodlands, and seasonally flooded grasslands of Australia. Long-tailed planigles are the world's smallest marsupials. They weigh less than 0.15 ounces and reach lengths averaging 2.32 inches, including the tail. Their small size and flattened heads allow planigles to squeeze into crevices and cracks any other mammal would find impossible to access. This ability enables them to find food and to hide from predators. Their pouches face toward the rear to keep it clean as they navigate these crevices. They use the pouches to keep the young ones for 6 weeks before they hide in their grassy nests. These fierce nocturnal carnivores hunt insects and even young mammals almost as large as the planigle. 9. American shrew mole. The smallest species of mole in the world is the American shrew mole. This tiny mammal measures 4.72 inches long, including the tail, and weighs about 0.35 ounces. The American shrew mole doesn't even have external ears and has minuscule eyes that are almost invisible. Found in the US Northwest and Canada's British Columbia, these adorable underground dwellers have smaller front paws than most other moles, a trait that is similar to a shrew. These moles travel in groups of 11 or more and spend more time above ground than other moles because they get their food here. These mainly consists of earthworms, grubs and other nuisance insects. 10. Dwarf goats. They only grow up to 20 inches high. Their weight ranges from 35 to 50 pounds for females and 40 to 60 pounds for males. They have a large range of colors, from white or caramel to dark red, silver to black with frosted spots, solid black, and brown. They are mainly kept as pets because they are social animals that likes companion. Then, look at this. Isn't it cute? Well, this is a cow who have undergone selective breeding throughout the years. They include the Dexter of Ireland and the Vexure of Kerala, India, who are traditional breeds. The other one is the Australian Lowlin, which was an unexpected result of our scientific experiment. Some, but not all, miniature breeds display achondroplasia, or dwarfism. Thanks for watching. Appreciate my work by subscribing, liking, sharing and leave a comment down below. Until next time, ciao.